Welcome to attending this. Actually, is quite similar to a workshop on guiding you actually the admission procedure of a research postgraduate student in our department. You are now located in the Department of Pediatrics, okay, Chinese University of Hong Kong, and you are listening to actually the admission guideline for the next year intake, okay. And this is our department, okay, the personnel in the department, okay. This is a clinical department, so you will see doctors, nurses, and scientists, and so on, okay. So for the degree in this department, it is a master or PhD in medical sciences, okay. So when you go to the graduate school website and you need to search the medical sciences, and under medical sciences, we are the division of pediatrics. Okay, there are 4 programs under medical sciences: psychiatry, clinical oncology, and it's public health, and then pediatrics. Okay, if you are intended to do pediatrics, you need to specify. Okay, so this is a rundown of today's talk. Okay, and I will start with my name is Dr. Leung Kem Tong. Okay, and I will start with a general introduction and admission procedures of the RPG Research Postgraduate Program, followed by the 5 PI of each subspecialty we are researching on in pediatrics, okay? So allergy, hematology, oncology, neonatology, sleep, respiratory medicine, and virology. And then we will close it with a Q&A if you have any, okay? So Department of Pediatrics, okay, a very warm department, I can say, okay? Handling is a branch of medicine involving the medical cares of patients under 18 years old, okay? So it is involving infants, children, and adolescents, okay? So we are not in the medical school of CUHK. The pediatrics department is like a general specialty, including all the subspecialty of adults, okay? So every child with any problem will go into pediatrics. So a multidisciplinary subject, okay? So we put together a dedicated clinicians as a medical school, and also scientists. I'm a scientist to conduct high impact, multidisciplinary. We have basic, translational, and also clinical research, okay? The ultimate goal is to enhance the well-being of the sick children, okay, to find some way to help the kids, okay? So our So in our department, okay, we have 5 flagship programs, okay, handling by our principal investigator. The first one is allergy, okay, hematology, oncology, neonatology, sleep and respiratory medicine, and also virology. And we have the representative PI to share with you what exactly actually the overview of their subspecialty research, okay, followed by this short introduction, okay. So when you look at just our publication, so research must go into publication, right? Okay, so each of our subspecialty actually published in leading journal in the world, okay? So we'll see New England Journal of Medicine, okay, the #1 journal in medical journal, okay? You will see allergy, Lancet, blood, and then cancer discovery, so on, okay? Justifying one thing is we are performing the top quality research, okay? Okay, and actually it's reached a very high international standard, okay? So, okay, so in the Department of Pediatrics, okay, we have 2 research sites. You are now sitting here is Prince of Wales Hospital, okay, which is our headquarters, okay, and then we have 3 teams that is currently being here, okay, the allergy team, neonatology team, and sleep and respiratory medicine, okay, and inside the Prince of Wales Hospital, okay, we have some specialty wards, okay, like Kate will present to you, we have some specialty laboratory for the clinical sciences, such as the sleep lab, okay, and the food challenge lab, okay. But I want to mention that once you enter the medical school, okay, for conducting PhD and then or master degree, okay, the most important distinguishment between you are working in campus is that in clinical department, you will touch samples, patient samples, okay? And this makes us unique, okay? And then I was also come from the campus of CUHK, and then when I was studying PhD here, okay, I can see the much difference compared to the campus, okay? Because we have patient samples, patient data, and then to conduct clinical research, conduct some research of clinical relevance, okay? So you will see we have many refrigerators here, okay? Liquid nitrogen tank, okay? Storing very important asset, okay? Such as the patient blood, the patient tissues, and the patient bone marrow, okay? And then such that we can, when we have a research idea, we can tease out that patient sample and then do the appropriate research, okay? In 2019, we have a new site, the Hong Kong Children's Hospital, okay, which is located in the Kowloon Bay near the Mega Box, okay? So this is a Steeville Hospital, okay? Actually is located in the Kai Tak, the port, okay? And it is open in 2019, okay? So with the movement of the patient, okay, we have two teams moving there, hematology team and then virology team, because the patient have been migrated from Paediatrics to Hong Kong Children's Hospital. So the two teams are there, okay? So we have clinics, okay, such as this is the Hematology, Oncology, and Stem Cell Transplant Center, okay, which are patients there. So we need to move it. We have, this is a new hospital. So the government has invested quite a lot of money to build cutting edge research facility. This is one of our culture room there, okay? And then when some of you have already had some cell culture experiments, okay, we have 4 this room. So we have 24 hoods, okay? Very sophisticated facility. And we also house cutting edge equipment. Actually, the government has injected 100 million, I think, to purchase the equipment for the Hong Kong Children's Hospital research floor, okay? So in this lab, this is a recently completed lab in Children's Hospital that is managed by me, the flow cytometry lab. You can see we have very advanced, the #1 equipment in Hong Kong, okay? The first Bigfoot sorter, and then 19 color flow cytometry, and then the first in Hong Kong, time of flight mass cytometry, okay? So when you have an idea, okay, you can use this advanced equipment to generate some very advanced data, okay? So just an advertisement, our students, okay? Our students actually are of very high quality, I can say, and we always provide chances for them to build up their CV, okay? So when you have some data on hand, we usually will send the students to step on a stage, either local, national, or international stages, okay? So in 2022, our students has obtained 16 international awards, okay? Some of the one is such as the first one is the Swiss Prize, which is awarded to the best paper in that conference. And our student, this student, okay, is actually the first Chinese student to be awarded this international prize since its launch in 1984. Okay, so we are actually nurturing the next rising star. We have provided many opportunities to train up and build your CV. Okay, so the career prospect, once you step into science, in the past when I was a PhD, I always concerned whether what job I can look for, okay, back in 2006, okay. So actually the environment in Hong Kong has changed a lot in the past 10 to 20 years. Okay, you can opt to do academia. Okay, 4 professors in our department are actually raised by CHK. Okay, so one option when you are outstanding enough and want to pursue academia, okay, you can always look for academic jobs, okay, in our department or in CHK or in other local university. Okay, industry, you know, the science part is growing rapidly, okay, especially in the recent few years. Okay, they are biotech company, and then we always very hard to look for talents. Okay, we need many talents, but actually the supply is not enough. Okay, you can easily look for a job, I can say. Okay, also government department, NECJ or in the Department of Health, and even in some grant agency, will be taking up PhD students. Okay, to help their administration. Okay, don't worry about career prospect. There are many. Okay, when you are studying academia, you can opt to do postdoc training, right? Before you do academic, will embark on academic stuff. Okay. So this is the basic admission requirement that you can find in the graduate school website indeed. Okay. So in our department, okay, you can opt to do a PhD. Okay, if you are already have a research master degree, the total period of PhD will be 3 years. Okay, when your master degree, when you do not have a research master degree, it is a TOS degree. Okay, you will need to spend 4 years with us to do the PhD. Okay, our department do not have direct PhD. Okay, and then so if you do not have a master, you need to opt for Master of Philosophy, okay, and study with us for 2 years. But there are students in our department that are very outstanding, okay. So one option is that when you are good enough during your first year of master study, okay, there are mechanisms to transfer the candidacy from MPhil to PhD, okay. So in this sense, total 4 years to complete a PhD, okay, 1 year MPhil and 3 year PhD, okay. So this is the English requirement for non-Hong Kong awarded degree. You need to fulfill a English requirement, okay. Non-English speaking, I think it's non-English speaking country, okay. You need to fulfill that English requirement. So this is the take-home message. The admission deadline, application deadline is this year, December 1st. Okay, so we organized this talk in August. Okay, instead to give you some of the time. Okay, because there are quite a complicated procedures within. This is the take-home message. First is to identify your research interest. Okay, when you go for a field that you are not interested in, it's not a good move. Okay, you need to identify your research interest, not only to identify the department. Okay, you need to identify the field you need to embark on. And then after this talk, I think you will have a preliminary idea what we are doing. Okay, so look for a potential supervisor. Even in each of our subspecialty, we have different PI, embark on different theme of that particular topic. Okay, write to the supervisor actively and early. Okay, because some of the students are coming first and then they just take you. Okay, act quick. They will need to conduct interview. Okay, and then apply before the deadline. Okay, when you are applying in the graduate school website, you need to, of course, you are applying PhD or MPhil in medical science, but you need to specify your potential supervisor and the pediatrics. Okay, so because medical science has 4 divisions. Okay, specify, otherwise your name will go into the pool. Okay, after, I think it's in January or February, okay, our allocation committee will come up with some decision, okay, and then your potential supervisor will let you know the result, or the division will let you know the result, and you will opt to accept or reject the offer, okay, and then fulfill the remaining requirement. If you are still studying, you need to be graduated before you enter the new degree, okay, and then in the August 1 next year, you will join our department, okay, and this is the general procedure, okay. Just to mention that I'm now just talking about some of the general admission procedure. But actually, in the recent years, the CHK and the government has launched quite a number of schemes to absorb outstanding PhD students. Okay, so Hong Kong PhD Fellowship Scheme is one of them. Okay, which is very prestigious. Okay, if you are admitted through this scheme, you will enjoy more studentship and more training opportunity to support of the conference and also research-related travel allowance. Okay, so but apart from Hong Kong PhD Fellowship Scheme, okay, there are many other schemes to absorb different types of candidates. Okay, some of the scheme for overseas candidate. Okay, some of them for very high GPA candidate. Okay, there are various schemes. We will send this information to the PI, and then the PI will know what scheme is specific for you. Okay, but actually I can repeat that you need to reach the PI early. Okay, so there are complicated procedures. Okay, so this is actually the general introduction you need to bear in mind.